Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to your week ahead, August 26th to September 1st, 2019. This is going to be for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Scorpio, you have three cards that came out that represent your themes in the week ahead. Three. So the first one is you got the workaholic card. Yep. So you're doing too damn much. You're doing way too much. You overdoing some shit. Your workload is out of balance, Scorpio. Okay? You need to address it. There's a need to address it. I'm just saying. Now, this could be concerning a creative project. You see all that art in the background? Now, it's like you need to have a talk with yourself, or I don't know who you might need to have a talk with here. But there's issues with overworking or overdoing something or being excessive with something. You also have self-worth. So, Scorpio, you could be dealing with experiencing some self-esteem issues. You may be in your feelings. You could be experiencing some guilt or regret. But you're feeling some type of way here. You may be undervaluing yourself or not feeling that you or not seeing the value in yourself the way you should. You also have the quest. So there's an issue with something you're trying to do or wanting to do. There could be a child involved. There could be a very strong, prominent maternal energy present. It's either could be you or someone you're dealing with, where there's an issue with what you're questing towards or trying to get done or do here, either for yourself or concerning a child. So let's look into this. These workaholic and self-worth and quest issues. Outside of that, I hope y'all doing well. Somebody need to get some rest. Recalibrate. Maybe that's me. Spirit, what do Scorpios need to know about workaholic, self-worth, and quest? August 26th to September 1st, 2019. What is in the recent past for Scorpio? Where is Scorpio at in the present? What is in the future for Scorpio? What is Scorpio's attitude towards the situation, their mindset? What is Scorpio's concern? What is Scorpio's obstacle or challenge? What is Scorpio's likely outcome that can also act as advice? And from the bottom of the deck, what is Scorpio's overall energy and focus? August 26th to September 1st, 2019. Thank you for clear, accurate messages. Please. All right. You may be working at a job, but also working on a creative project. And it's like you overdoing it, or you just putting in too much work at work. You're doing too much with something, Scorpio. Let's get into this. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. So this could be you. This could be someone that you're dealing with. But with the Queen of Wands as your focus, Scorpio, this is you being confident towards your creative endeavors and taking creative action towards it, but doing so in a place of confidence. But she also got some fire around her. Okay? So you could be expending a lot of energy here. I mean, you do have workaholic here. But then my question is, what is the self-worth about? Is it that you could be lacking confidence from time to time? Or you're lacking confidence all of a sudden now? Now, also with the quest, what are your aims? What are you aiming? What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to get done? What are you attending to? What is your focus? Because you want to be mindful that with this Queen of Wands here as your focus, you want to make sure that you don't experience burnout. You also don't want to do things in any extreme measure towards your aims, because you can cause your own self-destruction or sabotage that could be harmful to yourself and others, or bring about some adversities for you. Underneath that, you do have the Knight of Pentacles. So with the Knight of Pentacles, this is you trying to be responsible, trying to get something done. Okay? Being methodical. This is with the Knight of Pentacles, you trying to see progress with something that may be going very slow. Or, you may be experiencing some sort of stoppage. With what you're working on or needing to take a break from. It's like maybe you need to just stop. But I also feel like this is because you're just so fucking dedicated, Scorpio. It's like you will not relent. So in the recent past, you got this Page of Pentacles. So in the recent past, you may have gotten some tangible news or something tangible that was a resource. Or you may have, in the recent past, implemented a new practical approach with the focus of being mindful and grounded. Or you may be maybe in the recent past, you were trying to see what you could do that was practical in the recent past. You may be with workaholic trying to address the fact that you are overdoing things or putting too much work and energy into what you're doing. And you may be trying to have a new practical approach with that in the recent past. Or you are struggling with being a workaholic because you want to gain. You want to bring in a new resource, perhaps. New money. Now, where you're at in the present is you have the Knave of Wands. So I'm seeing two pages here. Page of Wands, I should say. And so for some of you, this is concerning a child. You may be struggling with a child's self-worth, or struggling with your quest to assist a child with their self-worth. And you may have tried everything. Or you may be overdoing how you're working with this, or you may need to do more. But for others of you with the Page of Wands here at the present, this is you having new creative action to go in a new direction with the Page. Inspiration, enthusiasm. But also with the Page of Wands, you could have received a message or news that you needed to respond to in the present, or you're responding to, or you're being responded too. So this could be communication back and forth, communication coming in the past, or you extending it, and then at present responding to that communication or being responded to. And it could be concerning a child. Or with your, at present, you're trying to go in a new direction or take new action towards addressing your work issues. The thing is, these are young energies. So there could be some naiveness here, some immaturity, some impulsiveness here. Now in the future, you do have the Fool. So with the Fool, you're trying to go in a new direction. You're trying to take responsibility. You're trying to take care of things. But I want you to notice that this Fool is like sitting on a turtle. And a turtle is slow. So you may be trying to go in a new direction, and that new direction is slow. And you find yourself doing a lot of work or trying or needing to adjust the work you're putting into something, despite that it may be going slowly for you. But this is about you avoiding doing anything foolish or reckless. Or this may be you having some inexperience towards something. Now, you may be focusing on, in the future, trying to be bold, maybe even a little carefree. But in the future, you really want to have wisdom in all of that and follow your instinct and not rebel or be irresponsible or oblivious. But in the future, this Fool energy is about you going in a new direction. But I feel like you might be oblivious to something because he doesn't quite look like, you know, he's got a full scope of what the fuck going on here. Scorpio. Could be being careless or needing to take care of something, give more attention to something. Or perhaps in the future you feel foolish and it is affecting your self-worth. Now, your attitude, your mindset in all this is you got the King of Swords. So with the King of Swords here, this is you having a clear mind, clear objectives, having wisdom in the situation, because you take responsibility. It's possible you may be inspiring someone here to chart a new course, to go in a new direction, where you're bringing attention to the self-worth, or attention to self-worth is being brought to you. And that is the new direction, the new quest, or that needs to be the new quest. But this is you communicating, cutting away what doesn't serve you, being logical, being firm but fair, having clear objectives, maybe even being professional. So as I'm seeing this, Scorpio, this feels like you taking confident action, having a clear mind and objectives concerning a child or someone very young, where you are trying to school someone, or you're being schooled, or you're learning, or you're coming up with a new practical approach. And at present, it creates enthusiasm either for you or for someone else to respond, being more mindful about the self-worth and what the goal is in terms of the quest. And with workaholic, this may be because there may be a need for more steps to be taken or more work to be done here, or the issues about how much to do in the situation, and there may be a little more that needs to be done, or you can trim some things. But there's a need to have balance to what you're working on, or how much work is going into it, the energy and effort. And so your concern with all of this is the Knight of Swords, and this is the Knight is about events, and this is about communication, where I feel that your concern is your ability to have diplomacy and tact, to be precise, to cut away what doesn't serve you, but to effectively communicate to get the desired result by being diplomatic and rational and clear, and taking action. And so that is your concern, is if you were clear in your communication, clear in your objectives, clear with your plan, clear about being diplomatic and rational, whether or not you came off as brutal or reckless or mean or nasty, or if you may receive that kind of response or reaction, that may be your concern. But your ability to execute your plan, to communicate effectively in order to reach the desired result, where there may have been a focus, or there is a focus on the self-worth of a person or you, and how you go about your quest towards addressing it. Where with workaholic, there may be a need to be mindful about how you don't want to overstep, or maybe you don't want someone to overstep or overdo something, or be excessive in working on it, to be more grounded and practical in what it is that you want to achieve, or what needs to be achieved here. And so the challenge here is with the Ace of Pentacles, is the obstacle or challenges of how can you bring something into form, or how can you implement a new practical approach that has the potential to recenter something. Or you could be struggling with, if this is pertaining to money and finances or work, how to gain an opportunity, a tangible opportunity, or how to establish something, or how to create and manifest something you want to bring into form that's of value and has a new beginning, or how to bring about perhaps a new resource into form that has the potential to be long-standing, is the struggle or challenge or obstacle. So the outcome here is you got Temperance. So with Temperance here, this is about you focusing on the healing, focusing on balance, doing what matters most, avoiding extremes, being more sensible, using proper measure, calculating properly, focusing on harmony, being mindful of your aims, having self-control, monitoring your energy with the focus of having stability in all things and with yourself. And as advice, this is about you focusing on how you need to heal or how you need to balance something. But be mindful with Temperance. Temperance is about being careful about how you do or not do something, because you don't want to do something too much or too little that can cause more instability or make it a bigger issue, or issue towards you having balance and healing with it, or maintaining that. So let's take a look, Scorpio, at the Ace of Pentacles being your challenge. Spirit, tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles. What is the challenge of the Ace of Pentacles? It could be a delay with bringing something into form, or problems with being able to have a creative, new, lucrative resource, or to establish or institute something new. Spirit, tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Yeah, you got the Ace of Swords. So there may be a lack of clarity with how to bring something into form or how to establish something. Because with the Five of Wands underneath it, you could be dealing with competition or strife or struggle. Now, this might be just simply, Scorpio, you working hard on a creative project or work in general, or both, and you're questioning your self-worth, your ability to execute your plans, to confidently achieve what you want here in your aims that you're questing for. And you may be struggling with trying to establish it. You may even be feeling a little foolish, questioning your self-worth and value, or the progress of what you're doing or dealing with, or who you're dealing with. And you have the Hermit that came out. So there may be an issue with your ability to evaluate your goals, or there may be a need to reevaluate your goals with the Hermit, seeking solutions and answers that bring the proper adjustments to the situation to resolve the workaholic, self-worth, and quest issues that this is concerning. So there may be a need for you to see what you can cut away, or you just may be having struggled with having a breakthrough. Spirit, tell me more about the Fool. With the Fool, you could be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius. Spirit, tell me more about the Fool in the future for Scorpio, please. Thank you. You have the Devil, and underneath that, you have the World. So you're feeling stuck, okay, with your ability to go in a new direction in the future. You may be feeling restrictions or confined, or with the Devil energy here, you may be experiencing some fears or having trouble trying to get things more balanced or overcome your obstacles here with what you want to have mastery over and completion and success with, that allows you to have go in a new direction. And so in the future, you may feel foolish, or you're trying to, in the future, see about how to go in a new direction to relieve yourself and free yourself successfully and confidently from overworking, and free yourself from any negative self-talk or destructive behavioral patterns or self-defeating or self-sabotaging ideals or thinking. With the Devil energy here, there's some toxicity around your ability to have a new beginning in the future, Scorpio. And it's causing you to question your self-worth and your aims for what you're questing to do or trying to achieve here. There's a struggle with your quest. Spirit, tell me more about the Knight of Swords. We have the Star. So the Star with the Knight of Swords, you could be concerned about whether or not you're going to see healing or see your hopes realized. You may be struggling with your vision, your plans. And with the Three of Wands, there may be an issue with things coming together for you. and working out, or you seeing progress with your plan and aims or your creativity, and you having struggling with getting wish fulfillment here, and you're concerned about whether or not you're going to be able to achieve your dreams, achieve your wish here. Spirit, tell me more about temperance. Tell me more about temperance. Thank you. Yeah, you're going to be able to bring things to an end or avoid ruin here if that's your concern. And you're going to lay down any mental anguish or mental or complications, because you're going to temper the situation, and you're going to take a step back and rest and consider things, or just sleep on it to recalibrate yourself. Spirit, tell me more about this Page of Pentacles in the recent past, please, for Scorpio. Thank you. With the Page of Pentacles, you got the Ace of Wands. So this is about a new practical approach around a new creative idea or inspiration on what it is that you can institute, initiate. You know, this is about the start of initiating something, having a new beginning, going in a new direction, and having a practical approach about it. This is you trying to work on something, trying to build and create something new and have it work out and come together. Now, it could be involving others where there's a need for support or cooperation in this matter. Spirit, tell me more about the Page of Wands. Tell me more about the Page of Wands, please. I feel like, you know, you're being very diplomatic here. You have the Wheel. So you are able to bring about some new inspiration and enthusiasm into something that needed a practical and new approach about how to go about initiating something in the recent past. And so with that Page of Wands, this is you having positive shifts and changes in order to balance something, or that you are able to adjust or make decisions on with your response. It shifts things in a positive direction. Or, you know, at present, this is about you trying to go in a new direction. It's more about you trying to go in a new direction at present with your actions, coming up with a new creative action in order to try to shift something in a positive direction, or have an opportunity here realized. Spirit, tell me more about the King of Swords, please. Thank you. Yeah, you have the High Priestess. This is you having clarity, using wisdom, or trying to gain more clarity and wisdom here, trying to get more understanding with justice underneath, so that you can have balance or make right choices, or try to see the right thing happen in the situation, or see the consequences in a matter improved. Interesting. But your outcome is you're able to temper the situation, but it will take you actively focusing on, you know, taking proper measures and being creative about it, and doing things in moderation and sensibly to either maintain the stability or bring about healing, or to keep it. Your guidance is use your wisdom. I think I mentioned that. Use your wisdom in this matter, Scorpio. Dedicate yourself to wisdom on this day. Acknowledge one of the greatest truths you've learned and apply this truth to your life in some way. Your goal is to use your wisdom and feel how powerful it is when taken from thought into form. Okay? Use wisdom in this. Whatever it is that you're trying to bring into form that you're struggling with, whether it's a resource or the potential of something to be recentered, or something that you want to um, institute or do, use your wisdom in this, because your wisdom will guide you in this and help you to balance it and have things calibrated and improved, where you're not overworking the situation or being overworked, where your self-worth, your self-esteem don't take a hit, or you're able to heal it. I feel like, don't doubt yourself either. You may be doubting yourself. Don't doubt yourself. And with Quest, you may be feeling a little scattered at what direction things are going, or how you may be doing things. You may be, you know, doubting yourself, but don't doubt yourself. But if you are in this energy, it's because you are doing a lot. You're doing too much, and that needs to be addressed. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.